Are you serious? Are you serious? A powerful, moderate earthquake just rocked Kaktovik, Alaska. It's a 5.4. I see that the U.S. Geological Survey may have just downsized it to 5.1 about 2 minutes ago. This moderate earthquake hit 62 kilometers southwest of Kaktovik, Alaska, or 39 miles from there. A tsunami warning has not been issued, but that doesn't mean there couldn't be a tsunami. This is in northern Alaska. And oh, by the way, what I reported on this last night, I'm going to check it right now, but the solar winds were blowing about 550 kilometers per second last night when I was on the air. And let's just see, they're still powerful. 530 right now, 530 kilometers per second is the solar winds blowing off the sun directly toward the earth. Now that was blowing hard last night. I think that's what's caused the activity in the last hour. Let me tell you what's happened. In the last hour, besides this 5.4 earthquake hitting Kaktovik, Alaska, we had a 5.5 that hit just a few minutes before that in Fiji, and a 5.8 rocked the Solomon Islands a few minutes before that, and a 4.9 hit the Southwest Indian Ridge just before that. And then a little bit earlier, a 5.2 hit East Timor, and a 5.2 hit New Zealand. So all of these have happened in the last 90 minutes with, so that's significant middle moderate earthquakes. Again, 5.2 New Zealand, 5.2 East Timor, 4.9 the Southwest Indian Ridge, 5.8 the Solomon Islands, 5.5 a very deep earthquake in Fiji, and then we just had a 5.4. It has just been downsized to 5.1 on the U.S. Geological Survey map, rocking Kaktovik, very shallow. Very shallow. It was only 10.8 kilometers. There's still potential for tsunamis. We'll wait and see what the final decision is on that. Hopefully not. And we'll keep a close eye today. This could be a rock. I mean, seriously, the earth is reeling and rocking. The birthing pains of the last days are certainly upon us. Now, last night I was on, we had 25 people saved last night in our live broadcast at 10 o'clock. And 19 people accepting Christ yesterday during the day in our daily show. I'll be live today at 12 noon Eastern, right here from the Salvation Station. Got a lot to talk about with Syria and Russia, the Syria shooting down the Russian plane, the Kavanaugh chaos, and a whole lot more. But let me just say this, that what we're understanding last night, I went on a secular radio show, Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis. I was on for 2 hours talking about the red heifer and the ramifications of biblical prophecy of the third temple. What does that all mean? And we were discussing it based on the information from the Temple Institute. I've got more information for you on that. But also as a guest, they brought on, about halfway through the 2-hour interview, they brought on Rabbi Gershon Winkler. And he had some interesting insight into this. But overall, it was a powerful program. It was very interesting. His insight was extremely interesting, and I think that Clyde Lewis did a great job hosting the show, as there's no question this red heifer has sparked the interest of the world. I mean, first the UK Daily Star wrote a very long, lengthy piece on it, quoting the Rabbi Richmond of the Temple Institute. Also had my video where I taught on the red heifer, the complete understanding of it, from Numbers to Isaiah to Zechariah on into Revelation, how important the red heifer, purification, and how it relates to the third temple and the two witnesses. It all ties into the end times. It is certainly an apocalyptic message. So anyway, the Daily Star did cover that. They put my video on there right with the article. A few days later, about 3 days later, the Drudge Report covered the red heifer, that using that article in my video. Well, that sparked, I think, some more interest. I heard from George Norrie, and I went on coast to coast last Thursday night for 2 hours talking about the red heifer and the ramifications of the third temple. And now just last night, Ground Zero, another secular radio broadcast with Clyde Lewis, again, 2 more hours on the red heifer. So you're hearing more and more about this. Will this be the official red heifer used for the dedication of the third temple? So far, the red heifer qualifies. So what does this all mean? And how close are we in these last days with all of these earthquakes in diverse places? Remember what Jesus said when asked the question, Lord, can you tell us a sign of thy coming in the end of the world? And Jesus said, well, there'll be false Christ and false prophets shall rise, and they shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places. Matter of fact, since this 5.4, it's been downsized to 5.1 there. There's been 2 aftershocks now at that same spot in Kaktovik, Alaska. A 3.0 has hit since I've been on this video, and now, just now, a 2.5 has just hit Kaktovik, Alaska. Those 2 quakes are aftershocks while we've been recording this video. Are you serious? Are you saved? I'll be back with more in just a moment.